Rochester, New York. The reason I chose this city is because I'm actually moving there. My fiance is currently a medical student there at the University of Rochester, and we're getting married July 6th, so I will be moving to the city. I figured that would be a pretty good time to find some information about it, plus I can get a really good grade. So, why don't you go ahead with me on this journey to the city of Rochester, New York. I couldn't actually go there myself, but I've got a lot of pictures and a lot of information, so hopefully you enjoy it. Let's get started. Rochester is located in upstate New York. It's 334 miles or 5 hours and 54 minutes northwest of New York City. It's approximately 80 miles away from Canada. Located in Monroe County, Rochester is approximately 37.1 square miles. The Genesee River flows through the city with 3 waterfalls within the city limits. The Erie Canal and Lake Ontario border the city and have greatly impacted its economy. Originally known as the Flower City because of its many flour mills, and later transitioning to the image city of the world thanks to Kodak, Rochester, New York is now known for its medical and technological advances. With highly acclaimed institutes such as the University of Rochester and RIT, Rochester is now recognized as one of the premier research cities of America. In 1803, 100 acres was purchased by 3 businessmen, Colonel Nathaniel Rochester, Major Charles Carroll, and Colonel William Fitberg. The land sat idle for years until Colonel Nathaniel began selling lots of the land in 1811. The village of Rochesterville was incorporated in 1817. The population was around 700 people. Some of the first laws included no hunting, shooting, or bathing in the river during the day, and keeping chimneys clean, just to name a few. The major advancements of Rochesterville from a village to a city took place in 1825 at the opening of the Erie Canal. The 363-mile waterway connected the major cities of Buffalo and Albany. Rochester is located directly in the middle of these 2 cities. Thanks to the epic success of the canal, the village grew from a population of 2,700 to over 12,500 people. The village was incorporated as the City of Rochester April 28, 1834, and gained the reputation as one of America's first boom towns. Rochester began as a manufacturing town. With flour mills located up and down the Erie Canal and Genesee River, the city served as the perfect trading post for merchants. It is reported that over 25,000 bushels of wheat were ground daily to keep up with production demands. After the Civil War, the city grew exponentially. This resulted in the annexation of 4 towns that are now a part of Rochester's metropolitan area: Brighton, Gates, Irondequoit, and Greece. There was a great boom of business ventures during this time. Major companies such as Kodak, Bosch & Lomb, Xerox, and Western Union were founded during this time. These companies served as industry powerhouses, with Kodak leading them. As technology advanced but Kodak did not, the flagship company began to slowly trail behind. As a result, the company, which once employed over 60,000 people in the 1980s, had been decreased to over 10,000 employees worldwide. In 2010 alone, over 1,300 jobs in the Rochester area were cut. Since the fall of companies like Kodak and Xerox, the industries of Rochester have been greatly impacted. There has been a shift to the medical industry. Listed are the top 10 employers in the city of Rochester.
Yeah, I'm the mayor of the city. My name is Tom Richards. I got elected in a special election here in March of 2011. The city itself is big city amenities in a small town or a smaller city. We're a city of over 200,000 people, and the metropolitan area is almost 1 million. Located on Lake Ontario, one of the Great Lakes, and we're 4 or 5 hours away from the Adirondacks. So it's a place that has a lot of recreational possibilities. We have the ability to draw this kind of activity to the city, but a relatively ease of life. You don't have to, it's not as difficult here to raise a family, for instance, and to grow here. Traditionally, we have been a city who's known because we had really large manufacturing facilities here. Relatively high-tech manufacturing facilities, Eastman Kodak, Bosch and Lomb, Xerox. Whilst those are still present, they no longer dominate our economy. Our economy is much more diverse now, largely technical-based. The U of R is the largest employer, largely because of the fact that it has a large medical center, which is not only a hospital, but a substantial research center, which is really why it's so large. And we have 11 other universities and colleges in the area. So we're a knowledge-based economy now, a knowledge-based economy. I think we graduate as many engineers from the combination of all those schools as any place in this country. If you come here as a young person, you can make an impact. You go to work for one of these businesses that I've described, that all of which are diverse and growing, but you can make an impact in this community. The kind of amenities that I just described, you can take advantage of. Plus, that educational environment that I talked about, that permeates this place, that exists after you're out of school. As I said before, it's part of the milieu of the place, part of the reason the place exists. So it provides a nurturing environment for the kind of knowledge economy that we're getting into. You're not going to stop learning when you get out of college. You're not going to have to stop improving yourself when you get out of college. You're going to have to be in an environment where you can continue that process and have ready access to it, and you'll have that here.
So that was Rochester, New York. According to Florida, I should not move there. It's a city that I wouldn't actually be pretty compatible with, but hopefully I will be. I am excited to move to Rochester. I'm going to be a Rochesteran, anyways, whatever they call it. But I had a great time learning about Rochester, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks.